Hi guys, how you doing? So as promised, I thought I would record a little video to talk you through the maths, the dart problem that I set you earlier. Okay, okay, that's working. Firstly, the first thing you needed to do was to add up my scores. Okay, and now you can see here what I've done is I've added them up. And this was my set of data for my median, okay, because you had to order it from smallest to largest, didn't you, okay, to work out your median. So you're not going to get the right answer if you have added up any of those scores wrong. That's the first thing. That was the first challenge, wasn't it? All right, so have a look at those scores there. That's my median from smallest number to largest number. Now, to work out the median, you've got to work out the middle number. Now, this was quite tricky because you've got an even set of data. We've got 10 numbers here, okay? If we had an odd number, it would be really easy to work out the middle number. But because it's even, we're going to have two middle numbers. So these are my first four there. These are my last four. So these two numbers are my middle number. Okay, now to work out the median, I had to work out the difference between those two numbers. Okay, and firstly, the difference between those two numbers was 26, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 was 15. Okay, so the difference to work out the median, we're going to do this in tomorrow's lesson, the first bit of tomorrow's lesson. So the difference between those two numbers is 15. And to work out the median, I need to work out the number that's halfway between 26 and 41. So step one, I work out the difference between them, which is 15. And then I half 15, which is 7.5. And then I can add it on to 26, or I can take it away from 41. So again, to find the median, if you've got an odd set of numbers, you look at the two middle numbers, you find the difference between them, you half it, and then you add it on to the lowest number there, which is 26. So half of 15 is 7.5. And 7.26 add 7.5 is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.5. So my median would be 33.5. Okay. Now, the range was the difference between the biggest number and the smallest number. So the biggest number is 81, the smallest number is 8, and very simply, you can take 8 away from 81, can't you? Okay. So the range for your answer should have been 73. Okay, the difference between 8 and 81. The mode, which is nice and simple, that's the number that appeared the most. Okay, and luckily, just by chance, I did throw some numbers and got the same score, didn't I? And I threw two lots of 26 and I threw two lots of 81. So in this case, I've got two modes. All right. And lastly, we're going to look at the mean, the meany one, okay? So you've got to add up all of those numbers. You've then got to divide by the amount of data, and I collected 10, so I'm dividing by 10. So actually, we can use our knowledge of dividing by 10. It should be quite straightforward. Now, I did cheat, and I don't mind if you cheat, okay? I used a calculator to add this up, and I did it twice to make sure I had the right answer. Okay, and when I added all the numbers up, I got 406. Okay, and now 406 divided by 10. Okay, everything moves one place to the right, doesn't it? So my answer is going to be 40.6. Now, what I asked you to do was to think about maybe rounding that up or down to an actual score, because I can't score 40.6. So I'm looking at my tenths and I'm rounding that up because it's bigger than 0.4, isn't it? Okay, so my mean would be, okay, 41. So that's the answers for today's dart challenge. I hope that was helpful, me going through it and showing you how you got the right answer. And I can see lots of you did get the right answers. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be looking at averages again. And I said the first bit of tomorrow we're going to be looking at the median. And I'm going to be talking through it again when we've got an even set of data. All right, hope that helped.